Hi, welcome to my weekly update. I am having a absolutely awful day today. I woke up and just every inch of me hurt. My bones, tendons, muscles, all of it. Everything's kind of, especially in my spine up here, everything's snapping and cracking. It's like I'm a human Rice Krispie Treat. My brain is really foggy. Things aren't moving like they should at all. So I'm just taking today, I'm still in my pajamas, and that's where I'm going to stay today, and just try to take it easy, not have a very, heavy kind of day. So I'm just trying to keep it light. And I think the reason that I feel this way is I exercised yesterday. So every few days I go for a really long walk, and here I'll show you my stats for this month. So this is what my step count looks like for this month, and I'm hitting kind of consistently over 10,000 steps, or right at 10,000 steps, which is like absolutely amazing for me. A couple years ago, like when I first started this channel, before I did the programs that I did, I was not walking even a quarter of that a day. So I was essentially housebound, and I was dealing with a lot of agoraphobia. It was just really, truly awful. So to have this kind of progress, even though I have days like today where I just feel like absolute crap, I always look back and I think back of where was I just a couple years ago, this time of year, what was I doing? And it definitely wasn't walking 10,000 steps every couple days. It was more like, I can't get off the couch because I'm too sick to move kind of life. And it was awful. It was truly awful. So even though I feel like absolute garbage today, I'm grateful to have my garbage days, if that means that I have a day that, I get to walk a lot. And granted, it's not easy for me to get that kind of step count in. Like yesterday, I walked to Kroger to grab some groceries, and on the way back, I had to stop at least 5 times just to rest for a minute. So it's really difficult being sick like this, and then also trying to kind of get moving again. It's not easy. So even though I have these steps, they had a price, but it's a price I'm willing to pay. So the next thing I want to talk about what happened this past week is kind of a little bit of a breakthrough with me with learning finances and money and things like that, because that's something that one of the many things that I have to essentially relearn since waking up from brain damage is how to manage money, because that was one of the first things that went the moment I was in that car accident, and I came back to my ability to manage money just went out the window completely. So I've been doing a lot of spreadsheets. I've been kind of tracking my expenses and my income, and just trying to figure it out. Trying to understand, waiting for something to click, and then it finally happened. So I did a kind of a breathwork breathwork Zoom, I guess, call with Dr. Espen, and we kind of went over just healing some childhood beliefs around money, and that actually really helped, because it allowed me to see why I feel anxious about money, and just acknowledging that and kind of going through the breath work with him, it really helped to kind of center me and calm me down a bit more. And now it's weird when I open my bank account or any of the other accounts that I have, I just don't get nervous anymore. It's really it's kind of refreshing. So I took that kind of calm energy, and then I brought it over to a new spreadsheet, and I did something I have not done before. I sat through a Peter Sage Summit Zoom, and he was talking about, just my money and finances, and he said something, and I've seen this summit before, but it was something about watching it again, and he said assets and liabilities, and I was like, oh. So I did the spreadsheet. I put all of my assets, which is like not much, and then all of my liabilities, which are huge. And just seeing those two kind of next to each other, something in me clicked, and I understood. Like, you hear people say you have to pay yourself. Well, I've heard that, and it never clicked until I saw the spreadsheet and I saw the lists. And I'm like, okay, the lists of my assets need to be greater than my liabilities, because it's just, I'm never going to get anywhere if I don't have some kind of cushion or something around me. So I don't really know how to explain it, but it was from that moment, just something in me, I just understood. So yeah, very exciting this past week for me. But you know, I think that's all I have for this week. I am pretty, I feel pretty burnt out, so, but it's worth it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.